Hi, and welcome. Thanks for coming. Welcome to the Thursday live show. I'm Jaime Sabbatini, and today we are going to talk about how to take control over fear. Before we get started, I just want to tell you who I help with what. So in my coaching practice, I help people who are super frustrated with where they've landed in life and want to make a change. And the purpose of this show is for us to be able to work through and point out how to navigate through life through different topics of boundary setting and goal setting and coping skills and communication skills. So I come to you every week on Thursday at 10:35 Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So be sure to turn on your notifications. So this way you'll know when we're going to go live. I also post these on my website. So you can go ahead and go into the learning tab at www.coachtastic.now and you'll find them all there. So today we're talking about how to take control over fear. And I'd like to just talk about the word fear itself. And for today, I'd like to look at fear as a gift to prepare. And with having said that, let's take a look at the different types of fear. So there's fear that empowers us, that helps motivate us to do something. Then there's also that unknown fear. We don't know what's out there. We don't know what might happen. And then there's that what if fear. If I do something, if I don't do something, that what if that we cast out into the future. Then there's the fear that's just debilitating and paralyzing and just stops us right in our tracks. So where does this fear come from? So fear can come from so many different places. It can come from our past experiences, and then we just assume that it's going to happen again. It can come from society, what we hear, some maybe religious beliefs or family practices that we've grown up with, or maybe the story or the interpretation that we're putting on things that are happening in our life. In other words, the meaning that we're putting on things. And also, fear can come from the thoughts that we have, that inner critic thinking, that maybe we're not good enough or we're not strong enough or we don't deserve something that limits us, that casts out self-doubt or worry. So the first step in taking control of fear is gaining awareness of this fear. And to do that, we have to dig deep and ask ourselves what that message is that's coming up for us that causes us, even for 1 minute, to hesitate in moving forward in our life in any way. And we need to look at it, not run away from it, but really look at it. And that's how we start to create awareness. Ask ourselves, these next questions, when we ask ourselves, creates step 2, which is making it visible. And when we make it visible, we're able to see it. So we ask ourselves, where did it come from? How did it make us feel? What were we telling ourselves? And what did we do? So we can now bring this into visibility. We can actually see it. So step 3 is identifying the triggers. Asking ourselves, what causes us to have this fear? And when does it show up for us? How does it show up for us? And the final step 4, is giving it a name. The reason why giving it a name is so important is because it depersonalizes it from us. Because this fear is not us, it's just a part of us. And it was created there to protect us. So by giving it a name, it automatically loses some of its energy. So when it shows up in your life, okay, you can put it on your lap, have that name. Don't push it down, don't push it away, because if you do, it will just keep coming back and recycling to get your attention. And listen to it, acknowledge it, recognize that it's there. Just like a person in the room, when a person walks in, you say hello, good morning. Do the same thing. Hello, fear, whatever you decided to name it. Let's say you named it Brian. Hello, Brian, I see you're here today. And that automatically is going to calm it down because you're not ignoring it and you're not shoving it down. And if we decide to use fear as an opportunity to prepare us, we can even thank it for showing up. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for showing up, because now I know I need to pay attention over here. And I've got it from here. So I'd like to challenge you this week, at least one time when fear shows up for you, that you put it on your lap, you acknowledge it, you listen to it, and you thank it for being there, and then you say, I've got this. And you just kind of ask it to take a hike, and so this way you can move forward and you can do your thing. So I want to thank you so much for being here today. If you'd like to join my email community so that this way you can see upcoming topics, you can go ahead to my website and at www.coachtasticnow.com and sign up right there on the homepage, and I'll be sure to get out a broadcast to you on Tuesdays announcing what the Thursday topic will be. I look forward to seeing you next time, and thanks so much. I hope you have a great week.